Hey, Reba.
Hello. Okay, let me downsize this and put my chat where I can see it proper. I have got the wrong screen on. Give me just a second, I'll get that fixed. Shush phone! There we go. Okie dokie. Apparently I'm live, guys! I'm live!
She's alive.
I'm alive! How's everybody doing?
What's up, buddy? Boy, I shoot a shit.
I'm alive since when? Kind of, sort of, since I got out of the shower. I kind of felt like a little dead before I got in the shower.
Hey.
Oh, I already picked all my stuff up. What was I doing? What are you doing?
Who?
You?
Shooting zombies.
Oh, you got bad guys?
So?
I do apologize if I seem a little fatigued right now. I have been in the yard all day and all day yesterday trying to get some stuff and things done, and I'm a bit beat. Did you get all of them?
I don't know. What you call it?
I'm talking about you. Did you get all of the bad guys you were after? I just heard somebody.
I would just walk.
Okay. Well, what I'm gonna... Who am I hearing? Oh, you. Okay, I can put my helmet light mod back in. That would be nice. Holy heck, all of my armor is broken. Every single bit of it.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know whose coins these are.
Where at?
In these boxes.
Which box?
In the boxes that I have with our teammates.
That should be everybody's coins from the match, right?
No, I'm talking about money coin.
You beat too? What kind of day did you have?
Money.
Oh, I still have to drop. Okay.
I have no idea, man. What's going on?
Need to get back home. That's what we need to do. Skylarking, thank you for the resub.
Just resubscribed for 17 months.
Daggum, 17 months. Dude. If we go over to... Holy hell. If I go to this town, I can find a road back to my town.
No. Why you want to do this now?
Do what now?
You gotta sleep.
Bless you.
Okay. No. You're not asking. I have no freaking clue. Thank you, Lindsay. Thank you, Lindsay.
Bring on the airdrop bears. Oh no. Please no airdrop bears.
Kids are far. Kid.
We're gonna get ourselves back to base.
Yeah,
You don't need to take any of the ammo and stuff and things from the Horde Night. I mean, from the battle. The problem is I brought a whole bunch of ammo with me, and some of it was shells, and I don't know how much I brought. So all of the open shells that were already in there in my pocket, I'm bringing it back. So there, yeah, there may or may not be a tiny bit of cheating on the part of the shells.
Well, we didn't think about it then.
Yeah. Dentist stuff for pets, and you got 2 vet runs to do tomorrow. Oh no. Yeah, we're gonna have to figure out what we're doing about our Pepper's Sasha. We're still trying to find her an owner because the owner who was supposed to be picking her up kind of bailed. And the problem is the previous owner that we were holding her for, we don't know what kind of shots they've given her or nothing.
Evidently, she's my protector.
Yeah, she's very, very protective of Bam. She will fight everybody away from Bam whenever he's walking through the pen. And I mean, I guess we could keep her. We just... The problem is we gotta find out what kind of shots, because, like, parvo is a thing, you know? And I don't think it's in our yard. It's been ages and ages and ages, but parvo can last for, like, what, 7 years in the soil?
1 year.
I thought it was several years. Okay, well, I don't think we've had any dogs with parvo in that amount of time. She looked really happy. She is a very stubborn puppers. She is 3/4 shepherd and 1/4 wolf. Wolf.
And yes, she did not get German Shepherd smartness.
No, she got the silliness and the stubbornness of the wolf. And that's most of her right there. Though she has learned to not go in and out of the pen whenever I'm trying to bring stuff for the garden in and out.
She was never taught.
Yeah. You thought you were winning? Well, let's be honest, there apparently was a bit of shenanigans going on with the PvP stuff. There were truces that we didn't know about. There was an extra party, I guess because we didn't have even teams or something like that. There was bedroll sniping and all kinds of stuff and things going on. Gonna have to set some rules for next time. It's fine though. That was fun though. I mean, regardless to all of the hitches that we ran into, it was still a lot of fun. Annual boosters? Well, I can't say that we do a whole lot of boosters, but we definitely make sure that they have like their rabies shots and things like that. The dogs are pretty damn healthy, to be honest with you. I mean, we've got one that she's an ancient beast and stuff, but other than that, they are extremely healthy puppers, all of them. Bam and I are actually talking about a way to expand the fence to accommodate all of the dogs. So, I don't know. It just depends on whether or not we find an owner for before then, because if we manage to get the fence completely done because we have an extra pup, I don't think we're going to be getting rid of the extra pup.
That's correct. She had the trainer. Nobody's gonna want her.
Why?
Because she's not full-blooded. She's a year and a half old.
I don't understand people's obsession with full-blooded dogs. Mutts are some of the best dogs. And she's the mutt of a couple of very prestigious breeds. Dadgummit.
I mean, wolf, come on. How many dogs breed with wolf?
Exactly.
And yes, it is true, because I seen the paperwork of her father.
Her father is, what was it, half
Half
shepherd?
wolf, half wolf shepherd.
Yeah. And he was massive.
She's not bad size. Look, let
No,
me tell you,
she's pretty decent size.
If she gets mad, her fur stands up just like a damn wolf, not a dog.
Yeah, I've noticed that. Her and Leah are still trying to her and Leah are still trying to figure out who's over the other one, the pecking order, I guess you could say, every now and
As I
then.
was walking in, I said, Leah whooped her ass.
Well, Leah's also older
Not my
and a
much.
bit well trained. Leah knows better to do certain things, but Sasha's learning. When she first came in, every single time I tried to get the wheelbarrow out of the fence, she would run out through the entire daggum neighborhood. I was terrified someone was going to hit her, because we live close to a highway. So there was an incident where she tried to get through the fence at the same time I had the wheelbarrow and stuff, and I was trying to get her. Oh my gosh, I did not know that the road was going to go this way. Okay. Alright, it's fine. Where am I going? Right here. I'm actually in my hometown. I thought I had another town. You played too much Dead Island? I don't even know what that game is about. I got a lot of people asking me about it, but I'm... so used to Skyrim right now, I just try to loot a deer body. I did that whenever I was playing a different game. I kept trying to check bodies. Hey, loot!
Well, in this game, you can check the bodies.
Yeah, that's true. I got a bit of lag going on. No secrets? Nope, no secrets. None!
Assassin's Creed.
Ow!
And even, Days Gone. I don't know why they
I think the biggest problem was is people got tired of searching all of the bodies after every single horde. Like, once you get up to the higher levels, the bodies just sit there. And it could take you literally an entire day to clear bodies, and you have to clear the bodies because those entities sitting in your map would just really, really lag you out if you didn't. Yeah. No, I'm out of stamina.
Don't worry about the smell of the decaying body.
All of the bodies really tanked FPS, so they swapped it out for loot bags. The problem is they didn't give every zombie a loot bag. And the worst part is they didn't even give a good selection of loot that can come inside the bags. Why is there a town meeting over here? I did not authorize this.
Watch it, probably shoot shit out of you.
What, the zombies?
Oh, zombie meeting.
Yeah, it was a zombie meeting. I don't know exactly what they're doing, but they're having a meeting about it. Oh, I do not need that. I need my ammo, which is that one and that one.
Sorry.
I never ran the kill all command when I first logged in. Do I need to do that? Is anybody else experiencing FPS problems? You did, but is it okay now? Or are we still... Is anybody else experiencing... I'm getting lag is the reason I'm asking. I'm not going to do it if nobody else is, though. You're good? Okay. It's a campy, cheesy zombie apocalypse story FPS. Gotcha. You had a Rottweiler crossed with a giraffe. She was massive and yet the best dog you ever grew up with. That sounds adorable.
Oh. I did talk to Jada.
Okay.
Nice to meet you. I gotta go.
Who are you talking to?
Great.
Ah.
I probably spelled his name wrong, but that's
He's fine.
Don't give a shit. I don't give a shit.
And I hear bad guys. I go take care of them before they break through something. Or I could just wait here for you, I guess.
Who are you talking to?
Dead Island 2 is awesome. I'm talking to the zombies. I gotta... The group that I was talking about before, they're coming up here. I'm not meaning to use that. You gonna stream a bit of Dead Island? Alright. It's the welcome home party? Exactly. You can do a co-op of Dead Island? Dadgummit, Karen, quit riding him like that. Okay, are we done? Oh. Giggity, yeah. She was getting her ride on. What am I after? Meds. A stack of that, and a stack of that. Alright. Let's go get the garden.
Good. I have.
What?
I'm already about to switch over.
Don't do that.
Can I get back to that? So, just straight right.
I went to one of the towns and then drove over here. That way I could find a road so I wouldn't have to keep picking my vehicle up. Everyone... Oh, reset the bedrolls. That's right. Thank you, thank you. That's a good idea. Not that that helps a whole lot, but, you know, just in case. You can do a co-op up to 2 other people? But everybody has to do the tutorial first. Oh, okay, gotcha. The old gardening, is that a mod? Yes, it is. I very much prefer this just because you don't have to go through and replant. I wouldn't even care, really, if they gave me, like, every other plant, like you fail occasionally to harvest anything useful from the plant. Even if I didn't get something from each one of the plants, I would still prefer to never have to replant all of them. It takes up time that really doesn't have to be taken up. You okay? You okay? He went to another town for, like, the weekend a little bit. He's, like, overnight or something like that. He came back with, like, really bad sinuses. Apparently something over there was blooming that his sinuses just did not appreciate. He has been sneezing all day. What do I need to do now? It's like, do I have a mission? I think I do, right? It's a tier 5. I do not want to do a tier 5 right now. What's up? How you doing? At least you can buy the seeds at the traders now. It makes it a little less annoying. It's not the seeds. I don't even mind making the seeds. What I mind is having to replant all of the seeds. Like I said, I wouldn't care if I occasionally punched a plant and didn't get a crop out of it, as long as I didn't have to replant the seed. Because it's like, my OCD is like, okay, this line right here is all corn. This line right here is all potatoes. But if I bust everything out, that means I have to organize my garden in such a way that I'm going to remember what I planted in each group. Otherwise, I'm screwed. which is kind of the reason why in my playthrough, why I did my garden the way that I did, because it's easier to tell what I'm working on. If it was just like a alphabetical, yeah, alphabetical garden. If we were to do like a, I don't know, a more decoration-oriented one, like you put the plants where you want them aesthetically, I would never be able to remember what I had where it was at. How's everything going, Kiwi? Then it all got rearranged by a ghost. I hope not. I've got a tier 5. I really don't want to do a tier 5. Is that from this trader here? Pretty sure, because I haven't really picked up any other missions from anybody else. I'm kind of interested in this trader level, which has kind of sort of existed in the game before, but wasn't really defined. I'm interested to see how it works in the next alpha. It's like the glitch Bam has whenever it rearranges his inventory. It's really weird, yeah.
It's fun. Really, really funny.
Of course. It's hilarious. Ah!
Never really don't feel like getting up. Doesn't happen.
You don't fancy a quick Hagashi run? Not really. I'll be honest with you, today's stream is going to last until 8:30. I mean, like it's supposed to, but I don't see me wanting to do something extremely stressful. To put it plainly, we had a... I got 2 more farm plots. I guess you could say I'm buying farm plots in real life now. It's the game has taken over my real life. So Bam has brought home some soil for me to put in said farm plots, and it was on the back of my truck. So I had to get all of it off the back of my truck in case it rains. It doesn't like settle on my truck, but my truck was like a lowrider. That's how much stuff was in it. It took hours to get all of it off of there. Plus the hauling of all of the logs for the hugocultural method thingy, however you say that. That's the wrong ammo. You just went on a potato and a core run on a single player or even 2. You can get by with by just hitting all of the farms, get 3 stacks of each unless you play past day 100, but I rarely do that. Yeah, you could definitely survive on the stuff and things. There's a lot of people who don't actually make the garden and just exist on what they find.
Well, what kind of lousy customer are you anyways?
I'm the lousy kind that you've got, so deal with it. I'm gonna take that one off there.
Just to let you folks know, the Trader Joe's will be closing soon.
If you agree to help me, well,
Okay.
I'll be goddamn. I didn't think you had the goods.
My eyes are going close.
How are my IRL potatoes doing? My IRL potatoes are doing very, very well, actually. They are leafing up very tall. All of the plants look really good, except that I can tell that all of the growth is stunted because of where I've got everything planted. The sad thing is since I've got the farm plots, I'm just going to call them farm plots. They're raised garden beds. I'm out of gas in the middle of town. Yeah, they're farm plots. Since I have them, I've put them inside a sunny area because there's really not a good place to put a garden there, which is the reason why I didn't start my garden there to begin with. All of the best plants that would go great in that location are already planted in my garden. So it's either I double up and put the same thing in the other ones, or I try to find some different stuff. So I'm going to try and grow things that I haven't tried to grow before. Like some different types of squash that I haven't tried to grow before. I've never tried to grow kale. Everybody talks about kale. So I'm gonna grow some of that. Yeah. I have no idea. I'm gonna try it. If I like it, I like it. If I don't, I don't. It's fine. At least I would know whether or not I could grow it. And whether or not it grows well here at all or not. So...
So when is the next one?
49? Sounds good. You like doing stuff you haven't done before, too? Yeah, I've also got, I usually, whenever I've tried beans before, I've always tried doing whole beans, which I usually not wind up planting at the right time anyway, so it doesn't give very much, but this time I'm gonna try bush beans and see if I do better. Gloucester, how you doing? You like the gardening and undead legacy, just press E and never have to replant, yeah. I like that too, it's just less stressful. Even, I get the fun pimps wanting to, bush beans, isn't that what you get out of cans? No, that's what you get out of a bush. Yeah, bush beans is a name brand. When I'm saying bush beans, I mean like, they're like green beans, but they grow on a bush instead of up a vine. I would have been happier if the Fun Pimps had of, basically made it to where gardening was not feasible if you didn't have points in it, but it wasn't because you had to replant, which to me is just something it's not grindy so much as for people who have bad memory. It's I want my stuff where I put it the first time. I don't want to have to fix it. So if it busts the plant and I can't figure out what I planted there or what I'm missing or whatever, it frustrates me. That's my issue with it, really. And just the whole thing of going through the steps of making the seeds and having to replant them are just extra steps that didn't necessarily need to be in there. You could just make it where people could hit the plant and it's like, oh, I failed at harvesting anything because I don't know what I'm harvesting because I'm a noob gardener. That's entirely possible. It makes more sense than you walking up to a brand new plant that you planted in the apocalypse and you just go over there and annihilate the plant and sometimes it doesn't give you anything. I mean, I assume if you walked over and fell on your plant, you could probably do that too. But I would assume most people probably wouldn't try to harvest their crops with their ass. I'm just saying. I'm coming back home. I did all of that to get gas so I could come back home because it got dark. Uh-oh, you have a Banshee Queen? No! Boss, how you doing? Robert's potatoes are actually making a comeback? Nice. I'm hoping... This is the first time I've ever tried to grow potatoes. I'm hoping they actually do something, you know? They're not just sitting there leafing up and then not actually producing any potatoes. It annoys me when I plant it in the right... Yes, exactly. It's like you got your garden set the way you want to and you accidentally plant it wrong because everything breaks. You can't just run through and punch all of it and then leave. You have to run through, punch all of it, make crops, and replant the entire thing. It's just... I know I'm being picky. It's not... It doesn't really take that much time, but... I mean, there are other ways. There are other ways. Uh-oh. And taters and garlic will come up every year after you plant them. I would just like to be able to get them all planted. Like, in real life, I want farm plots where I put taters and then I leave some of them in the ground to come back the next year. And I don't have to stress about it. Like, while they're... Did you just fall on my bike? Or somebody's bike? You did. You forgot to reset the bedroll. She warned everybody! No! Well, you're away from the Banshee Queen, that's for sure. I know I was saying something that I completely forgot what it was. So give me a second, I'll see if I can remember. Oh yeah, it was the potatoes and garlic. Yeah, I just want to be able to plant those in an area, and like during the off season while the potatoes resting, you know, like during the winter time, do plants that will go inside the same bed, but you know, won't mess with it whenever the potatoes start to come back. You wearing goth pants?
I don't know.
You are, because I'm staring at your butt. Thank you. Your mom had a veggie garden 10 years ago. She gave it up. We're still finding potatoes and chives until they moved last year. Not bad. I don't even have any garlic planted right now. My mom has got some garlic that I was planning on going to get from her, but I have not done it yet because I didn't have a place to put it. Growing up, we had a spot next to our back door where garlic grew every single year. Just, like, took over the entire back area. It was garlic. Well, we were never out of garlic. It stayed in the ground and grew back every single year. You've never had a garden. If you find your own place, you want to... Yeah, exactly. Every place I've ever gone, I've always tried to establish some sort of garden, even if it was... I was living in a rental back when Tigress was like... It was like the year before or 2 years before she started school, so a long daggum time ago. And, I didn't really have enough to start like a veggie garden, but I replanted some bulbs and stuff like that to, you know, keep my green thumb going. Undercarriage.
What? Holy shit. Thank you, Zoe. Zoe from Natasha. Comrade Road. Robert. Chapman. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
5 here, 1 subs to the community.
Nice.
And thank you, Zoe. I'm actually about to fall asleep. No shit. But I'm trying.
We've made it a half an hour.
No?
I'm not gonna say I told you so. I'm not.
Shut the hell up. She likes those shit with me. I do the same thing, so I'm not complaining.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not bitching, I'm complaining.
Mm-hmm. Bam sounds like he has an entire forest in his nose. Just a bit. Just a bit of the forest in his nose.
I got a big ass nose.
Don't be touchy. I don't think that's what he meant.
Whatever. Hell up.
Uh-huh.
But no, when I started feeling good, I mean, honestly, y'all, I laid out of work today and I don't do that. I do not do that, like, ever.
Oh, he really doesn't.
I just felt like shit this morning. And so I texted the boss, hey, boss, if you need me, I come in, but I really do not want to. What did brother just say?
Is that including the cannibals, or are you thinking about the wrong forest? He's talking about the forest having... If you've got the entire forest inside your nose, he's talking about the game, the forest.
It's a big ass game. Not quite as big as Ark, I hear. But...
Okay, the clear and retrieve supplies is...
And then later on during the day,
I don't recognize
really
it.
Good. So I got out there and I worked with them. And I did my own work. Yeah, cannabis included. I'm okay with that. I wish cannabis was included. But anyway.
You live in Norway, not much grows here. Most gardens just have a thin layer of dirt on rock. I think it's not Norway. It was something like... I'm gonna have to actually look it up because No, I'm not trying to call anybody. Hugo culture. No. Hugo culture.
I like shit.
Here are some results from the web.
There we go. Yeah, I was saying it right. It means hill culture or mound culture. It's literally a raised bed that's built from the bottom. I'm trying to figure out where it started at, though.
Yes.
Oh, it's Germany. It's German. I should have known from the name of it. But basically, people who have, like, bad soil or whatever, you build up the ground. From what I understand, it started out with, they raised the bed by putting down logs and branches and stuff like that, and then they would pour dirt over the top of that, and that's what they would put their garden on. So, yeah. So I'm not sure if that would work in Norway or not. I know that the garden beds, like the ones that I'm using, would probably help, but I have no idea about Norway and temperatures and stuff like that, so I have no idea. All I can tell you is there's a lot cheaper alternatives to Birdie's beds and Virgo. Not Virgo, that's a... that's a star sign. There's two main grow beds that people have. And those two are like twice as expensive as the ones that I got. And I'm not going to say that they are built very well, but they will last for a few years. Especially if I prop them up later on when they start to fall apart, and they are half the price. So, y'all still had snow last week. So people who are growing in that area probably do with the greenhouses, and that might be one of the places where I saw like it was like partially underground, like they dug into the ground and pushed back. And then they had like a greenhouse over the greenhouse top over it so that the ground would help regulate the temperature of the whole area. I don't know. I watch a lot of videos and trying to remember where all of them are from, because some of them like travel around and talk to each other in other countries and stuff. It's very interesting to see the different way people garden. Oh, I need to go through here. You alright?
Yeah.
You guess? Alright.
No. But, however, we did get a 0 turn.
Grandpa built raised bed for his tomatoes out of old backboards. Oh yeah. I've seen a lot of people... Oh, okay, that dude just fell over in the road. I've seen a lot of people using old wood or recycled wood or whatever for making several different types of gardens. I was hoping at some... Oh no, it's this one again. No. Didn't I do this one like 3 times already? No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm just gonna go find something and get into it.
Get into it.
Yeah. I don't want to sit here and do the same POI. I'm trying to stay awake. Where's the entrance to this one?
I said, no, showing up. Showing up good.
What the heck?
Alright, right, well, I'm glad you made it.
What's with all the aggressions, dude? I'm just...
Where the hell is the trade war? I need a trade war.
No. Calm down.
Yeah.
Maybe that's my finger again. Hang on.
What did we end at Sea Tyson? Did he win on something?
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
Challenge or something?
Morning came and she poofed. I think he was talking about another banshee. Raised beds are the way to go in gardens, in my opinion. You control soil density. Yeah, it's not just that. It's like if you have different plants that prefer different types of stuff. If weeding is easier. One of the hardest things for me is whenever we tilled, which apparently there's this whole culture of people that do no tilling nowadays. There's some people that are very fervent about it. I don't know. I think there's a no-till cult going on that we never heard about before. But, it's not just that, it's the I know what's where and what I planted in each bed, so it's easier to keep track. For the same reason in 7 days. I am very OCD about being able to remember the hardest thing about inside my in-ground bed is planting stuff into it from seed and then having weeds sprout up at the same speed my seed is, and I'm like, okay, are you a weed? Or are you what I planted? Keothy, thank you! Thank you so much for the follow. Trying to figure out whether or not that's a weed or the plant that I planted, and after it gets to a certain size, I can tell. But we've got, like, Bermuda grass. If you leave that stuff in there, it just spreads and spreads and spreads, and it's so hard to get rid of, and it's constantly coming back, and then you're like, okay, are you corn or are you Bermuda grass, and do I leave you there long enough to figure this out? I take these. The cult of the farm plot is the only cult. Exactly. I also found out one of the best ways to do like blueberry bushes and stuff like that is to do raised beds because blueberries like acidic or, well, more acidic soil than most plants do. And I planted mine in the ground and it did not do so well. Of course, that was several years ago, but I can't break that.
What the? Chaplain died. He said another one. Lord of mercy.
What did that building do to me? When I got off my bike and punched. I don't know what the building did to me, but apparently it was a thing that happened. I'm gonna teach it a lesson. Something. I don't know. Every now and then my finger's just got its own mind, you know? It's just a thing that happens. Chaplain, are you getting owned by a Banshee Queen or something? How often does she... Wait, whose block is here? Oh, this is someone's active land... I'm sitting here messing up stuff and think, well, okay, I'll leave now. This is actually somebody's base. There's no indication at all that this is someone's base. My bad, I just broke your traps. Hang on, do I have the stuff and things to make more traps? I can make 3. Whoops.
Lord of mercy. I'm sorry.
If anybody asks, and I'm not paying attention, I'm the one who broke into the parking garage. My bad. No, the fog!
Oh, yes. Just in case.
So you have non-acidic soil in your state? We have clay. Thick clay.
We got pine trees, so our acidic's good.
Well, it just... You can have acidic soil, but for the most part, no, it's just... I really would love to go and get a test done to find out what is actually naturally in the soil around here, but that is not something I've been able to do. All I know is it was not acidic enough to keep a blueberry bush alive. You only asked because of what you forget what state. We are in Georgia. No.
Come on, 605. Gotta do something to stay awake. Gotta get up and start doing some exercise.
Okay. Knock knock.
You know what? Hold on.
You grew up Northwest India, good for corn and beans. Yeah, from what I understand, we can grow corn, beans, that kind of stuff in the soil, but basically, if you're gonna really get like a blueberry bush or something like that, something similar to that, to grow, it's gonna have to be in like a specific area. Like blackberries and stuff, they'll grow. Let me think. On a what?
What I said? What did I say? What did I say?
I don't know. That's the reason I ask you what.
Freely rooted area.
Okay, well that makes sense.
Mines, not. I mean, the roots are not very far up under the ground. And they will grab a hold of just about anything.
Yeah, and they're very, very persistent.
So usually on embankments is where I always get them.
Yeah, and I've always seen them like. Okay, I've seen them by creeks and stuff. Or for some reason, not a lot of people around here, and my mom says crick. And creek is the thing that happens in your neck, and I've got it reversed. I don't know how all that happened, but I'm understand that when I say a creek, I'm talking about the water a little bit of water that runs through like mountains or something. Yeah.
Not a creek.
Yeah. So I've seen them there, and I've seen them like in the middle of pastures, overgrown pastures that haven't been used in a while. Yeah, see, there are people who say it just the opposite way, and they're like, no, you're saying that wrong. And I'm like, okay. Like, there's two different... Okay, that dude's having all kinds of problems. Get a creek in your neck? Since we're talking about it. So I've seen those in places, but usually whenever you see any of the berries around here growing, it's usually near the pines. And whenever the needles from the pine trees first fall, they add acid to the ground. Now, it doesn't last for very long, but if it piles up and stuff, that area around the pines is usually a little bit more acidic, and that's where you'll find most of the berries and stuff. But I kind of want to be able to grow them elsewhere, you know?
And Rachel, nobody said kinky.
Kinky? Is that what we're talking about now? A creek is a small stream, and a crick is what you get in your neck. Exactly. Exactly. There's people who say just the opposite, and they're like, no, you're saying that wrong. And I'm like, no, okay, whatever. I'm not sure how two different people... I guess it's like the whole biscuit and cookie thing. It's just like different for different places. I don't know.
I gotta get out there. Sorry.
Is your eyes just permanently trying to close on you? What? Oh my god, dude.
Alright guys, but I do need to get off here, I think. I might take a 5-minute nap and get back home. What do you think?
That's up to you.
Yeah.
It's too late to turn back now. Get out of there. Oh my gosh. I had my face stuck inside a bag I couldn't get out.
What?
I see you. If you're tired, love, shut it down. Nobody is going to be upset. You are sick. Wait, where's that at? Oh, I remember. Hang on. Wait. Don't fall in that. I was supposed to do that. Let me up. Maybe if you do want to keep playing, maybe if you like do a mission or something like that, that'll help you wake up. Okay. It was just a thought. More airy ground is good for the maters. I hope they turn out okay. I just wasn't even thinking about it, and those definitely should have gone... Okay, basically, if... to describe the soil, we basically have about this much topsoil, and right after you get past that, it's like compacted clay. And given that those are like a root crop, I probably should have really, like, raised the bed up before planting them at all anyway, and I didn't do that. Of course, I wasn't necessarily thinking about the best way to do it. It was just more like, hey, I've got seed potatoes. Why not try it?
Hi. I see y'all. Y'all see me next year. Sorry, guys. How you like?
Uh-oh.
Alright, now I want TV.
No. Uh-huh. I'll kick your booty. Need to be in your chair, propping your feet up. Get some fixed paper rub on you. You know where it's at? It's in the medicine cabinet. I'm telling you, for the longest time as an adult, I completely forgot about Vicks Vapor Rub. We have refound it in the last couple of years. Oh my gosh. Always have Vicks Vapor Rub. Always. Knock knock! Hello? Hi, ma'am.
I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. I'm boring.
Go get you some sleep. Or at least a little bit of shut-eye for a little while. Something. It's probably not a good idea for you to have gotten outside doing stuff and things. I'm just gonna back it up. Back it up. Chest rub, yeah. And it's not just that, like, there's a lot of people who put it on their feet. It's really healthy for your feet. If I don't want to put it on my chest because, like, my shirt sticks to it and stuff, like, you could set it on a little bit on a rag and put it next to your pillow or whatever. Not necessarily where you're gonna roll over and get your face full of Vicks Vapor Rub. That's probably not the best way to do it, but you can set it near your bed so you don't necessarily have to put it on yourself, and it still kind of works. Or heck, if you are having like one of those days where it's really, really cold, so putting it on your chest and you're like all bundled up and there's no, you know, like ventilation, you like stick it right here on the bridge of your nose. That stuff is very, very versatile. It's like one of the best things about it. Ah, hello. And it doesn't have to be like a cold. You can use it for sinuses. You can use it for a lot of stuff. Sore throat, cough, stuffed up nose, runny nose, sinus congestion. Sorry, dude. I ran out of stamina. I don't have it for you. Wait for it. There we go. Yeah, a dab under your nose. A dab and a vaporizer? Yeah, you could do it that way. We have a humidifier where you can get like Vicks Vapor Rub straps. Because one of the biggest things every single year that happens in this house is fall happens and everybody's A-okay while it's raining and everything, but as soon as it slows down, the rain slows down for the season and everybody's running their heaters, the entire house has no humidity at all, and that's usually like the first colds of the season. So we have to run a humidifier and put some stuff back into the environment, and we use it inside that. There's somebody being fussy. Don't do that. No taking off your clothes while you're on a stream. That's not appropriate. I need another helmet. Can I make iron stuff? Iron. I can make a tier. I can actually make myself a better iron something or another. Armor got wrecked, yes. Yes, it did. What about steel? Can I make steel stuff? Yes, steel. Nope, but I can make some better iron. Who's breaking the things? What's their method of getting out of here? Is this just like a yeet yourself off the building kind of thing? I guess we're gonna go back through the house a little bit at least. Oh, there he is. There he is. I see him. Can you open it up the rest of the way here? Hang on. I'll help. There we go. And the porch. We can use that. Okay. Nice. Going from 90% humidity to 10%? Exactly. And the worst part is you run like heaters and stuff, plus we have a wood-burning stove that does most of the heating in the house. And, yeah, it's just no humidity at all. Everything dries up. It's real bad. But spring is here, and now for some reason this is like one of the driest, coolest springs we've had in a long time. Somebody is hogging all of what? What is going on? Is everybody okay? Is everybody stuffing things alright? That can get sold. Let me try... Not seen any zombies in about 2K of running. If y'all were out in the middle of nowhere, it's not surprising that you haven't seen any. I have a tier 2. Leather, duct tape, sewing kits. Leather, duct tape, sewing kit. I should have cleaned out my pockets before I started picking things up. What don't I have? Duct tape? Yeah. Ducky tape. Let's do 50. That'll work. Parts. You would love autorun? Yeah, that is something that I really wish that they would add to the game. There's a lot of games where they've got big maps. It's like, here, let's have an auto run so you don't have to hold on to the button. This game, it's like, suffer. I hear somebody downstairs. Why isn't there a mod for that? That's a good question. What are you- Stop teleporting, dude. Apparently we never did any fixes after the last horde. All of the traps and everything, I think, are broken and the floor is just completely wrecked. Okay, somebody else has found us. I will wait. Why are we doing this? Are we done? I still hear people.
What's up?
What's up, boss? What you doing? How's stuff? How's things? When you're running an amount of distance, it's a big help, yeah. Or flying a lot of distance. I wouldn't mind an auto fly. There are literally times I'm just sitting here like this. For like 10 minutes, 15 minutes at a time while I'm recording. I can just put it on auto fly at a particular height and like run and grab me a drink or something. Could go for a shark blimp right now. Yeah. Though I really do hope there's eventual teleporters. I don't think that they'll implement it next time because otherwise they probably would have said it, but I think for the final version, they're planning on doing it. I think. I've got my fingers crossed anyway. Left cheek! Tinfoil hat time teleporter. It looks like a teleporter, guys. It just looks like an immersive teleporter. It just does. I mean, yeah, they could technically have a helipad with a ham radio at every single trader's and at the final... I'm looking for the cheek. How did I miss? Did it go through your butthole? Well, how did that happen? Okay. Is that everybody? I was doing a thing. Did my stuff finish? I didn't do that in my pocket. They called it a teleporter? Yeah, they called it a teleporter, but it was supposedly an accident because of his face. It's like, not a teleporter, a helicopter pad. But yeah, him saying that kind of gave me the impression that might actually be a teleporter. Which would explain the reason why he made that face. They weren't meaning to tell nobody. At least that's my theory and I'm sticking to it. I'm gonna try and make as many outlandish theories and see if any of them come true. Or just to see how many people I can piss off. Because that seems to be a thing that I can do. It'll be ready for Alpha 23. If it wasn't a teleporter, now it is because people expect it. Mods, I don't need that one. You know, at one point I asked him to go and get a whole lot more clay. I don't know that we ever did that. Stay over here, put away the food. I'm just running back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. These does not need to go in my pocket. I got that. Yeah, and that does have 2 spots, which is helpful. And I would also like something that allows me to not have to look like I'm wearing a helmet. You think 2034 is too late for the zombie apocalypse, but you have another theory? 2034 is not that far away. I think my issue is 2034... In ages past, the gap between what is tech and what is new tech, the gap has been much bigger, but tech is slowing down because their abilities are slowing down to condense things. Now, what the new tech is going to be, I guess, would be AI, but I'm not sure that they were accounting for AI during all of the stuff and things. It would be interesting if a new bad guy happened to be an AI thing. But that just kind of seems like it's copying Fallout New Vegas, if that's the case. Is it New Vegas? I think it was a DLC. You need to double check some artwork for your theory. Yeah, some of the older artwork, but of course that's older artwork. Do they have on the wanted posters, on any of those wanted posters, do they have dates on any of them? Duke's a robot, you're calling it now? That would be so cheesy. That would mean that they actually full-on stole all of that. Okay, what is in here that's taking up so much room? These all go in with the brass. Those go in with the iron, lead, iron. I have all my smeltables in here and they don't go in here. Yeah, that can be smelted back down too. Some of the new artwork. There are dates on weapon breakdown kits, but those are all done by one of the traders, and there was somebody in the comment section theorizing if my date was correct, and we were 10 years out after the apocalypse or something like that, that would make Hugh 90 years old. Or 94 years old or something like that. I'm not sure that Hugh looks old, but he does not look 94. But there is a date, I think, on his stuff. Wait, what kind of pants am I wearing? 3s. I could use those. Never mind, give me those back. Actually, what I could do is these are tier. Hold on. How much iron do I have? Give me 150. Let me see if I can't do a couple of upgrades. Yes, but they're called post-apocalyptic, which means they were made after the apocalypse. Interesting. Hang on.
We got barrels coming over. I think it's saddlebags.
Okay.
But I told him I'd come back.
Wait, you stopped your stream for your boyfriend?
Listen to what I just finished saying. And he is my friend, and he is a boy. Nobody messes with my boyfriend.
Okay.
Okay, anyway. What I'm gonna say is, I told him I had to come back in and stream, so I know that.
Oh, okay.
Love you, bye.
Love you, bye.
Hey everybody. So,
Okay, just a second.
Anonymous tip $20.
Thank you, Anonymous. Thank you so much. We were theorizing about the date, and someone said that there was a date listed on the schematic, so I'm looking.
You're not playing?
Yes, I'm playing. We're talking about it, so I'm going to look.
Hell. Okay. Love you. Probably
Love you. Okay, there's no processing date on those. Yes, I heard you. I said I love you. There's no processing date on those. Okay. March 14th, 2013. Apocalyptic gas actuated pistol. So you're right, that's actually a schematic for something he created. It says filed December 20. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, Gray. I appreciate it. Boo, yeah. Thank you. It says it was filed December 26th, 2012. Filed with who if it's a post-apocalyptic gas actuated... I don't understand. Who did you file it with? It says he was the inventor, and it was filed in Navasgain. I don't understand. Why was he making schematics for that and still filing it?
Now.
Hey,
Thank
buddy.
you, thank you, thank you.
You look thirsty. Why don't you get hydrated?
Seth, how you doing? Um... This is February 10th. It looks like 2011. Same inventor. It was filed in Navasgain. It says application filed. Wait, so if there's an application for when it was filed, application filed on February 10th, but does it mean that it went through in March? Poster to... Okay, hang on. Bonk. Hi, kitty kitty. Are there any others? Don't do that to my stuff.
Darth Phoenix 30 just resubscribed for 14 months.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the sub. Thank you. So my theory is it's filed as Apocalypse started and the military was still around. He didn't file it with the military, though. He filed it in Navasgain, like he went to a courthouse and filed it in Navasgain. This is not a military schematic. It's not filed, like, with such and such branch. From what I could tell, he was probably, hold on, my mind just went blank. He was probably a Marine. And if they were doing it then, it would have been through a company, but he personally filed this as an inventor with a city in Navasgain. Like, he went to the courthouse and did that. And this is his revision 3.4, which means he's done several of these before that. Yeah, it's a patent. Yeah, a patent office. It's amazing that the forms would be in a patent office. This could have been done before. It was just his name that he gave it. Maybe he saw the apocalypse coming. And he's like, okay, well, I'm going to make these patents and stuff like that. I wonder if he saw it enough to actually create schematics to get the information out there and patent it before the apocalypse happens. That's weird, though. Man.
What?
How do you think it's probable that a patent office exists after the zombie apocalypse?
I doubt it. Why?
Because this dude makes a post-apocalyptic gas-actuated pistol patent, and he filed for the patent in Navasgain.
Huh?
Maybe it was a patent trying to use things that he figured you could find in the apocalypse.
Who made it?
Henry Percival Hughes, Trader Hugh.
Okay, and he printed it up himself.
On that paper, but he filed it with Navasgain.
Is Navasgain alive?
Navasgain is the town. Basically, all of this stuff actually
Okay.
exists in Navasgain.
All right. Well, guess what happened?
What?
Between them two, there's a patent between them in the town, in that little town.
Mm-hmm.
They can do that. Can you patent a gun after the apocalypse if other people are alive? Yes, you can. You know how you used to patent stuff, right?
Yeah.
You bring it up and you send it to yourself in the mail.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got a stamp date on it, a federal stamp date. And it was patented then. Now it's totally different. But if you are more than two people is alive, then you can patent it if you make it.
Well, see, now the issue is... We're speculating. Guys, I do apologize. We're not exactly playing the game right now. We're speculating. We've got our tinfoil hats on right now. There is a bowling alley, a brand new POI bowling alley that has a tournament was canceled in 2034. Which means the world was still bowling in 2034.
What year is it supposed to be?
That's what we're trying to find out.
In the apocalypse?
That's what we're trying to find out is when the apocalypse happened.
Does the bowling alley look damaged?
No, the bowling alley did not look as if it had been... It doesn't look like it was in rubbles or whatever, and then went through the apocalypse. It looked like it was shut down because of the apocalypse.
So it looks new still,
Yeah, sort of.
other than age, wear and tear.
Yeah.
So approximately how much wear and tear was it?
I like your theory, but 2034 seems too far ahead. If it was 2024, you would feel it would fit better. But then why would they do bowling in 2034? Unless the 2034 is the address number on the thing, which is entirely possible. I said that during the thing.
2034 people still gonna be bowling. 10 years from now, there's people still gonna be bowling.
I know, it's only 10 years from now. But he was saying that there's a date on here. I didn't realize that there was a date on here. But it says post-apocalyptic. Now, he could have called it that because he was doing research for post-apocalyptic items. And he dubbed that the post-apocalyptic weapon because he figured it is something that could be made in an apocalypse situation. Not necessarily saying that he himself is in the apocalypse creating that.
I'll write it down.
Okay. Sorry, I dragged you into it. My bad. It says it's a gas actuated. I don't know that much about the internal workings of how all of the guns and stuff work. I've only field dressed like one weapon. And I have taken one apart like once, but it was never a pistol. I have not taken apart a pistol. Post-apocalyptic pistol in 2012 and a perfect bowling alley in 2032. There needs to be some stuff straight. Yeah, exactly. You think the Duke is trying to maintain some normality in the world with a bowling event in 2034, but the 2034 tournament was canceled. It just seems like it was canceled. Now, if we could even be thinking about this in the wrong way, the place could have actually shut down for other reasons other than the apocalypse years before the apocalypse actually happened. So the tournament in 2034 was shut down because the place went bankrupt, because the neighborhood went bad, because the teams pulled out and just didn't want to face each other. There's a cat here. She's being very adorable. So it doesn't even necessarily have to be the apocalypse as the reason why the event was canceled. But if that digit on there was actually the year the tournament was supposed to happen, it stands to reason that they were not bowling tournaments in the apocalypse. I can guess, given the fact that I know a few preppers, there might be preppers out there who are already putting in place patents for whenever shit hits the fan, so they could stand to make money after the apocalypse and things start coming back. So if they go ahead and patent something and then start manufacturing it and selling it during the apocalypse, I don't know. Hey, baby. I guess I should probably finish what I was doing before we get sidetracked. I don't know. That is confusing. There are dates on that, and I probably will make, if you don't mind me making a video on that, Breticus, since you pointed it out. When we start doing some more tinfoil hat things, the more stuff and things happen. I'm just going to see how outlandish I can get to the point to where the fun pimps either get on here and say, no, she has no idea what she's talking about, or I really piss off a few commenters. I mean, whichever one works. Duct tape. Was that it? Yeah, and I needed boots and arms. Boots and arms. Boots. Arms. Oh, thank you, thank you. It's also impossible that the Fun Pimps didn't decide a year. That's entirely possible too, and most likely the thing, and even if some of them are talking about a year that it happened, does not necessarily mean that all of the people that they have brought in are on the same page as the people who are developing it, because...
Fuck my butt!
Great. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I saw it. I said thank you for the anonymous thing. Thank you. I do appreciate it. I mean, in 8 years, we're supposed to be on hoverboards according to the one trilogy. Yeah, I don't see that happening, though. I really do not see that happening. There was one person during the art section, the one who did the moving big wood door thing. There are some hash marks about death kills or whatever, and that was just like a random detail they decided to add to it that they were okay with, you know, just taking it back off because it was an idea that they had. It didn't have to stay on there. Who knows how many details are on each of the buildings that was just like thrown on there without really a thought to plot points. So all of these dates, the guy that made the patent papers, did he think anything about like when the date of all of the stuff was going to happen as to why he put the date on there? Did they think about it whenever they canceled a tournament? Speaking of which, now that I think about it, is there a date on the POI that has got the drive-in movie theater or anything else? You're supposed to be living in the Jetsons? Yeah. 2013 is also the year the game came out. I'm gonna say, since Hugh is the one who's got the military... No, he doesn't have the military. Does he have the military surplus store? He is the Marine, right? I am thinking about the right person, correct? I'm pretty sure I am. It could just be he patented something that he thought might be useful. That might be the name that he gave it, just something that had attributes to it that would make it easier, or whatever, to manufacture in the apocalypse. Something? I don't know. Could have been Hugh's father too, by the way. Could be, but I don't recall anybody saying something about Hugh being a junior. The Jetsons said we were going to have flying cars by 1996. Well, that didn't happen. Ow. My bad. I did not mean to startle you. My bad. Oh my gosh, all of this stuff is so broken. And you. I made boots, and I made... You know, I could probably go ahead and do the leg armor as well, instead of just putting the other stuff back on. I mean, tier 4s are not going to be better on that anyway, so we're chill. There's no story in 7 days, as yet you're aware. There is the lore that they have already sewn into the game, as far as you can see newspapers talking about a flu. You can also see newspapers talking about atomic bombs. Those are basically the only information we have, is some kind of sickness and somebody nuking things. Probably in response to said sickness. That's basically it. And White River is just trying to bring back, yeah. The Duke is going to be a story, and so is, what was the guy's name that's going to have the bunker? It was the Duke and... God. My brain. What was the guy? Noah? Yeah, Noah. So there's going to be some kind of lore with them. And apparently the Duke is going to be the bad guy, because there's already one POI that they've shown us that's got the Duke's stamp on it that they've already said is a raider area for the next one. And Ravenhurst, it was COVID. Uh-oh. All this broken stuff I got going on here. Okay, is this finally gonna put me back in full gear again. I'm gonna need those two. Can I put the other piece into my chest? Yeah. There we go. And my pants. There we go. I look great. It's a mess. Mods. Now maybe that I've got all of my armor and stuff fixed, I won't get hurt as easily too. That would be nice. Okay. Daggum. I was going to... Not that. I need this and... That... Do I have... I thought I was smelting stone down. Yeah, I was. Okay, so that's gonna be a little bit longer. I need to fix some stuff and things so we can do a horde night, right? Tools. We have got these. Or not. Yeah, let's go out here to this side first, because I saw some really broken blocks out here. What are you doing? Saurus Rex, how you doing? 7 Days has music? Yeah. Day 5 of a headache driving you crazy? Yeah. Sinus issues? Oh jeez, I did not mean to upgrade that one. Wait, who's going through a surgery? You don't run with the music you can save on RAM? Well, my issue is it actually seems surreal when I don't have the music on. I have tried doing videos that did not have the music, and trying to search for ambient music for the background is like painstakingly not fun. Oh my gosh, that almost broke. Holy heck, you would think we set off demos. I think we did set off demos. Didn't we set off demos? Finally getting a new brain. Wait, what? They have those? That'd be you? What? Well, I don't want to ask something inappropriate. I hope everything goes okay. When is it happening? Soonish? A new knee again? What? Do they have like a mileage thing on those, like vehicles? You could do a recorded loop of actual 7 Days music. Yeah, I could probably do that. The only issue is trying to find the soundtracks for whenever certain things happen. Like, I would have to find the traitor music and stuff like that. It is entirely possible, and I'm probably very, very lazy for having not done it yet. I mean, I don't mind adding music to my stuff, I just don't like having to add music to the entire track. Good heavens, we broke a lot of stuff. Desaurus, thank you so much. The Wasteland mod. Thank you, thank you. I'm having a lot of fun. I just hope that they get a chance to expand it later on. It is like some serious nostalgia vibes playing that. You and Brett didn't set off any demos? Alright. Well, I'm gonna say I probably did it at least twice. Hey, we still have 2 blade traps though. And there's that. That probably should have already been upgraded anyway. Dadgummit. There's so much damage. I'm out of steel? No! Say it's not so! I guess that means I can finally upgrade all of this stuff without accidentally upgrading past that. Hang on. Oh boy. There's a lot of stuff that got broke. How did that even happen? They were trying really hard to take this entire walkway out. I should probably check up on the roof too, because I'm pretty sure there was some damage from the birds. Just so you guys know, whenever it hits daytime, we're gonna go ahead and shut the server down, so... that way we can come back to the Horde Night. I don't have cobblestone on me. Dadgummit, they have found me again.
I can suck your dick.
Thank you, Cray. So what was in the last update? The update that they just recently gave the game, which is not on ours, but basically it's just like a... It's a patch to make sure when the next alpha hits, everybody can run it. At least that's the way it was explained anyway. Okay. And that one was from you. Thank you. Need to find sleep where you can? Uh-oh. So the new alpha hasn't landed yet? No, it has not. As a matter of fact, we don't even know when Streamer Weekend is yet, but they have already announced that Streamer Weekend is afoot, so it's getting close. Hello? Okay. I'll wait right here. Dadgummit. Why is everybody going over to that side? Stop. Do a big PvP with a New York fight. The only issue is whether or not the FPS gets fixed for the next alpha. One of the biggest problems with the city was all of the glass, and apparently they fixed that. Hopefully that's true. You shot your corn. No! You got put on overnights 5 days a week instead of... Oh my gosh. That sucks. River City, thank you so much for the follow. beating on that. Walk around it. Go around, dude. Uh-huh. Oh, of course. They do not like that pillar. Yeah, exactly. I'm using the wrong kind of ammo again. Stop it. It's too thick for them to dance on? I don't know.
I'ma need you to do some stretches.
Oh,
now.
Thank you, thank you. Giving the zombies a little bit of a workout here. Thank you so much for the stretch. No, don't do that. There we go. Oh, man. Got another banshee as soon as you got home. Before she tingles you. Sprout a bedroll, dude.
Hey, buddy. You look thirsty. Why don't you get
Thank
hydrated?
you so much for the hydration. River City, how's your evening going?
What's up?
What's up? How's the stuff? How's the things? Stop playing in my stuff and things. Dude. Is that everybody? Uh-oh. Did you at least put down a bedroll? She tingled you? Uh-oh. For those of you who are new and have not seen, we are running some mods on this. It's vanilla with mods. And one of those is a Banshee Queen that has some pretty odd effects. Okay, are we done? I think we're done. Okay. It's gonna be a minute on these. Trying to think of any way to salvage the horde base. What happened to your horde base? How many penises do you have now? I don't know. Do people who already have penises sprout new penises when she's around? 5 banshees, so you have 5 penises now? Is that what happened? 5 big screamers. Wow. The banshee is managed now. I nearly killed her with only an iron hatch between me and her. Points to Brett. What killed you? Yeah. Yeah, sorry. Whenever the banshee comes after you, it tells you that your weenie tingles. That's one of the effects. And then the crosshairs to your gun spreads out this far. You're having a hard time shooting. That's her effect. So... in that cheek! Yeah, she does break the stuff too. She breaks weapons. And it does not take very many shots before she breaks blocks. All of them? You have all of them? Alright. Okay, are we done with the horde now? Are we done with the things and the stuff? I'm gonna get all the way back up here and you guys are gonna show up on my doorstep again. Okay, do I have... oh, not meds, not meds. I need food. Do I have anything I can cook before we get off of here? I will probably need the drinks as well. Let's see. Do I have any points? I doubt I do because we did the PvP thing, so yeah, I do not have any points. We'll do that one, I guess. Fish tacos. Wait, do I have... Did I do this? I don't know if I did this or not. I might have been the one who did this. The stuff is a little mixed up. There we go. Okie dokie. I guess I'm gonna park myself upstairs. Because we're gonna have to do the admin stuff here in just a minute. I guess I'm gonna collect someone's blocks that they just left on the building. Can't imagine who's been playing around the building! Night, Linksy. Daytime is in approximately 30 minutes. In-game. Have I ever chewed raw potatoes? I've eaten a raw potato. Well, I've eaten sections of raw potatoes. Usually do when I cut one up, if that's what you mean. Now, if you're talking about in the game, yeah, I mean, you could do that, but you could also bake the potatoes. Get a little bit more food, not by much, but a little bit. I thought I saw something running through there. Not supposed to eat them raw IRL anyway. No, you're not supposed to eat very many of them. Yeah, there's like a toxin you cook out of them, but a little bit's not gonna kill you. I am not your healthcare provider though, so if you go outside and eat a whole bunch of raw potatoes, I'm not responsible for your health bill. Cannot go and say, hey, Liz told me to eat all of the raw potatoes. Nope, I did not. Okay. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're fisting to shut the server down, so we're gonna go ahead and find somebody to raid. If you guys can stick around, then stick around. If not, I understand. But thank you guys so much for being here. I will see you next time. You have a wonderful day and wonderful night, and you stay shiny. Bye!